Hi guys, it's Cara from Gym 22. Today I'm going to take you through a pull-up progression workout. So I'm going to start with the hardest ones and then move to the easiest option and just figure out which one works best for you. Get yourself warmed up and let's get started. So you should have already warmed up, but we're just going to do one exercise that is also really good for a warm-up, but it can be quite challenging if you do the right amount of sets and reps. So we're going to start hanging, having our hands shoulder width apart, and all we're going to do is just bring our shoulders and scapulas back and then hanging. So from a dead hang to an active hang. So we're going to pull all the way up, making sure your shoulders are back, chest is up, and then slowly lower down. So as a warm-up, try and do 2 sets of 10 of these just before you get started in your workout to make sure your shoulders and your scapula is nice and warm and you're not going to injure yourself doing a pull-up. So all the way up and then back down, making sure you're retracting it as far as you can, squeezing, and then release. So all the way up and down. Okay, so next, obviously, the hardest version is going to be a pull-up, so that's what we're aiming to do today. For a pull-up, the difference between a pull-up and a chin-up is for a pull-up, you're going to have an overhand grip, and for a chin-up, you're going to have an underhand grip, so it incorporates more of your other muscles. You use your biceps for a chin-up, which is why some people might find it a little bit easier, because you're using other muscles rather than just mainly your back. But today we're focusing on pull-ups. So again, hands shoulder width apart. And you're just going to keep your core nice and tight, legs out in front of you, and pull up and down. So make sure you're bringing your shoulders back, you're not letting them come up towards your ears, and you're bringing your chin up above the bar. So just to demonstrate. Okay, then the next regression from that would be a jumping pull-up with a negative. So I've got a little step here, so I can already come up to this height. I don't have to pull myself up as far. So I'm just gonna pull up, steady myself, and slowly release down. So you want to make sure you control it as much as you can on the way down. So you're going as slow as possible. And that is what is going to help you build up strength to then eventually be able to do a full pull-up. So again, just to demonstrate, we're going to jump up and then release down as slowly as possible. Keeping your core nice and tight, legs out straight. So jumping up and slowly down as slow as possible. So same as the pull-ups, we're going to do 5 reps, 3 times, so focusing on strength here. And after you've done the pull-ups, you can move to these, so negatives. If you're not able to do the pull-ups, all the negatives are a little bit too challenging for you, we can also do a banded pull-up. So you should find these at your gym, or you can order them online. They're not too expensive. They have different sizes. The thinner band is obviously going to have less resistance, so that's going to be the hardest one to use, whereas the thicker band is going to have a lot more resistance. So depending on your level, you just need to choose a band accordingly. You might need to try and test them. You're going to place one foot in, so pull the band down until you can get your foot in. You might need someone to help you out with that, or if not, you can be a strong independent woman and try and get your foot in there yourself with the risk of looking a little bit silly. I recommend just putting one foot in. You don't need both in, that's fine. And then you're going to jump up to the bar, and we're going to do the same as we did before. So trying to get your chest towards the bar, elbows coming back, squeezing the shoulder blades together, keeping your core tight and legs nice and straight. So you're jumping up. Make sure your hands are shoulder width apart. You're going to pull the chest up towards the bar, squeezing the core, shoulder blades together, and slowly release down. So up and down, making sure you're coming up as high as you can. unfortunately this doesn't count as a pull-up, so we need to get our chin up above that bar and then release nice and slowly on the way down. So those are our pull-up progressions. If you're still struggling with the banded pull-up, you're not quite at that level yet, or if you just want to improve your banded pull-up, but maybe you don't have access to these, another option is a bodyweight row. So I'll show you a couple of options. The hardest one, you will need a bench or an elevated surface to put your feet on. But to begin with, you're gonna have your bar pretty much head height. You can have it a little bit higher depending on your level. The higher you have it, the easier it will be. The lower, the harder it will be. So first option is to have your knees bent. So knees bent, and you're gonna come under the bar, pull the shoulder blades back, pull your chest up towards the bar, and slowly back down. So all the way up, and back down. So that is our easiest option. The second option, next level, would be to have your legs straight, and then pull your chest into the bar from there. So from here, you're gonna pull it in, and back down. All the way in, making sure you're keeping your body nice and straight the whole time. We're not trying to do a chin up from the floor, keeping everything straight, pulling the shoulders back, up to the bar, and back down. Then, for the hardest level, you'll need a bench. You might need a friend to sit on it if it's a little bit wobbly, or you can put some weights on there as well. You're gonna have your feet against the bench, hands in the same position, legs nice and straight, and you're gonna pull it in towards your chest, and back down. So just to show you one more time, pull in, and back down, making sure your body is staying nice and straight the whole time. So those would be the progressions and progression for learning a pull-up. Another exercise that would actually be really beneficial for a pull-up as well is a bent over row. So for that one, you can either use a barbell, I've seen some people use dumbbells, or kettlebell, whatever you prefer, as long as you find a weight that works for you. Just remembering on this one, to keep your hips slightly back, your body forwards, because if we're going from here, we're not targeting our lats, which is one of the main muscles in the pull-up. So we're going to keep nice go back, pull it in, towards the chest, and then back down. So whenever we do these pulling movements, we want to make sure that we're bringing the shoulders back. Imagine you're trying to fit a pencil in between your shoulder blades and you're trying to squeeze it there whilst you're doing the exercise, and that will help you get the correct form. So just show you again, hips back, in towards the chest, and back down. Shoulders back. And that should hopefully get you on your way to doing your first pull-up. Thanks for watching. Enjoy, guys. Any questions? Leave them in the comments below.